already do, but now you earn points. Those points add up, and you can trade them in for cool stuff in the Radio Loyalty store. Earn more points by sharing your station with friends on Facebook and Twitter, answering surveys, and by using the apps in the New Players App Store. Pretty simple. Free stuff just for doing what you already do. Radio Loyalty. Click the banner to join now.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to Be Exposed Radio's open house on August the 20th. It is now, I have no idea what time it is. 3:01, right here on BeExposedRadio.com. And they asked me to come in and give a little dramatic read from the book.
A traumatic read?
A traumatic read.
It was traumatic.
A traumatic read from the book I Need You Too, one of the authors that was here in prior weeks. Wrote this book, and it's very traumatic, and I just want you to let the kids know to leave the room now if they don't want to be offended by the word punani, because it's in this book. I'm offended. I'm also offended by your love thing, but you might not be. This might be a book for you and your delicate parts. So let's start. I don't know what chapter this is. I don't think you want to know either. Oh, chapter 3, Le Rendezvous.
Le Rendezvous?
Yeah.
Le Rendezvous.
As I reach in my car.
Come on, you got to get a little sexy with it.
I'm just the beginning. This is the beginning. They're not into it yet.
Oh, all right.
As I reach in my car, I pop the trunk so I can change my CD selection. Since it's evening, I replace my hardcore rap with smooth R&B. The first song I have to hear is Gold Time of the Day by Maze. Have you ever heard it? Not me either. Featuring Frankie Beverly. Due to the setting of the sun and to put me in the mood for tonight's events, I lean against my ride and roll the windows down so the background music can be heard. And I dial the Lovely's phone. Lovely's, as in a name. I hate this book. Which she immediately answers in a soft, sensual voice.
Hello?
Wait a minute. Good evening, C. And how will you do me? Oh. Long, hard, and continuously, the way you like it. When will you be here to give it to me? Very soon, love. And with this, I hop in my ride and slide off. That sounds so disgusting. I arrive at Lovely's Chestnut Hill home with no delay. I pause a moment to check myself in the rear view, gargle some mouthwash, spray on some cologne, then proceed to Lovely's door. She has me knock a few times before deciding to answer. She enjoys making me wait a minute or so, believing that anticipation adds to the intensity. Lovely opens the door, then stands back, striking a sexy pose. Allowing me to take in her beautiful body. It's partially covered by a towel wrap that just conceals her nipples, stomach, hips, and the kitty. The kitty. Love thing, punani, and kitty. That's the theme of this book. Which by now, no doubt, is hot and purring for me. Oh, it purrs. Pew.
That's right.
Hot box. The way the moonlight falls upon her hair and body makes it seem as if she's covered with a tiny diamond. Just one? You cheap. I can't wait any longer. I take her in my arms and give her a deep, passionate kiss, pick her up and start up the stairs. I stop midway, place her on the step, then remove her towel and my shirt. I slide my strong yet gentle, how long is left in this break? I gotta get over this. Yet gentle hand beneath her bottom and raise her slightly off the carpeted stair, then go down on her. Ooh. I begin by slowly licking her freshly showered outer lips.
Mm.
That seem outer lips that seems as soft and as full as her facial lips. Okay. Then after giving them a slow, wet kiss, like that, I used just the tip of my tongue to run up and down her sweet pearl. It's hard? Ain't pearls hard?
Her pearl is hard.
Okay. All right.
If she's excited.
I don't know nothing about it. Lovely, feeling sexually at ease, closes her eyes and releases a slow and subtle moan. Oh!
Nothing was slow or subtle about that.
As she runs her fingers through my hair. Just then, I run my full tongue up and down her tasty treat, causing her to moan even louder. Ah! I tickle her inner thigh, grab her heel, raise it in the air, and place my hand behind her knee. He loves her knee, the back of her knees. With the other hand, I simultaneously cup her bottom while tumbling. Oh, wait a minute, what's that word? While thumbing those lips below. Then politely help myself to her full, perky breast. I tease her, now protruding nipples while still kissing and licking her breast, wanting me fully erect and ready for action. She suggests for me to stand, so I do. Lovely has my manhood right where she wants it. She unbuckles my belt and undoes my pants. They fall to my ankles as I step out of them, my shoes kicking them down the stairs. Hold on, I'm out of breath. She rubs my chest with one hand and massages my curves. You a woman? Oh, she massaged my curved hung penis through my boxers with the other. She grabs it gently and I begin throbbing with excitement, which makes her river quiver. What? We gotta go to break. I gotta get out of this room. It's hot.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
Are you getting your kids this hoverboard thing that's taking over the country? They range from $300 to $600. They're blowing up. And then, I mean, literally blowing up. That one video, I thought that was going to be the one and only video that I saw in reference to it. And it wasn't. I seen, now I could probably tell you about 10 to 15 videos of this happening where this battery gets super, super hot and burns like holes into your tennis shoes.
Oh my.
And I know you would be pissed if you was wearing Jordans and you just paid all that money, you know, your lights are off.
Especially if they're from China.
Your lights off. Check out the Talk Lately show every Tuesday nights from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Check out this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to the Artist Exchange Radio Show here live on BeExposedRadio.com. In the building, we have live Mr. Michael Ryder. There we go. And Mr. Steve Yarn. They're doing a partnership based on what was it again? The stories of the Vulcan Blazers. An awesome production that they have coming up. And now the name of it will be called Baltimore Heat. There we go. They were telling us a little bit about, they're in the pre-production phase of developing this Baltimore-based production. It seems like a really awesome idea, and I'm always love for more artistic events to come here, and because it's more of an event because you guys are going to actually use Baltimore as your complete backdrop of the city, and that's very awesome to hear.
Yeah, we want people to fall in love with this project through the visions and the tales we're going to tell about these firefighters, but also we want them to fall in love with the city of Baltimore. Just like they did with Miami Vice and Chicago Fire and NYPD Blue and
Sex in the City,
and all these other places that have the city as a star as much as the artists and the actors are.
And that's Baltimore has for many years have been the backdrops of many movies. I could think of a few Whoopi Goldberg movies, Sleepless in Seattle. A lot of these movies that have always used Baltimore as a scene, not to mention The Wire and Homicide and countless other movies, House of Cards, all these movies and television shows that have always used it, but it was never really about Baltimore. They always included Baltimore in the story or the backdrops or certain historical scenery.
Things they absolutely needed to say.
But House of Cards actually shoots in Baltimore. But they're saying that it's Washington D.C. So they're shooting here and not even giving us credit for the place we're here.
The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. every Saturday 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hey, what's up? It's man you all know and love.
I'm sorry. Would you like to sit there?
Hey, this is Mika Nicole from It Is What It Is Radio.
Yeah. And this the man that holds it down, Mr. Showtime, D the Boss, Trump City.
Fly C Miles. It Is What It Is Radio.
Yeah. I am joined in the studio with It Is What It Is Radio. I'm so honored because I watch y'all show all the time.
Appreciate you.
Y'all be cutting up. I thought it was just me.
No, man.
That's what's up.
I like these guys. You know, I need to come on that show one day.
You can.
I'm gonna just sit in.
It's open Fridays 9 to 11.
That's what's up. You on your show, you had touched on a subject that I've been preaching about for the 3 years that I've been on radio, and that is support.
Yes.
And I had chimed in. I don't know if y'all got the message, but I said, I don't know what it is about Baltimore and the support. And we was just talking briefly about sponsorship, how people use name recognition to attach themselves. And I think when you're famous, then that's when I'm gonna be involved.
Right.
And it all ties in together. Support, name recognition, your platform, and things of that nature. So I was listening to the show, and you really hit some valid points about the support here in Baltimore, but the support elsewhere.
Yeah.
And everybody walks around and they talk about it. They want to be about it. We need to unify. I think it's that time, to really buckle down, put your money where your mouth is, and support small businesses for that matter.
I think we got to get out of the mindset of getting out of competition with each other.
Exactly.
First. Everybody, that may be doing their own clothes or something. You might see somebody in the street and they, I like that. Let's swap it out or whatever. But in the back of their mind, they like, I don't like it. So we gotta get the we got to get together and try to figure out ways to help each other expand.
I believe that with the support issue, a lot of people they like the pretty part of it. Mm-hmm. They like the beautiful part of it. They like the recognition. Mm-hmm. People want to be seen. They want to be heard. But nobody wants to do the ugly stuff. They don't want to do the hard work.
Exactly.
They don't want to do the free stuff. Yeah. They don't want to do anything that's going to build up to everything that they want, the glamorous part of it. And I think with that being said, when you put in the hard work, you deserve all the accolades and the recognitions that you receive from it. Exactly. And it does start with support. Yes. Just support. I don't know any radio station, any place that you can get sponsorships for starting at $25. I don't know any place. 92Q starts at $12.50 and that's for 30 seconds. The mind frame and the mindset, like Tyree said, is just messed up. And the way you explain things to me out there, maybe it needs to be explained to them that way because it's global. It's a big difference. Like you said, we're here talking, but somebody can be listening to us over in China. Yeah. That's global. I don't know nobody listening to 92Q in China. I'm not knocking 92Q.
You can't even listen to 92. You can't even listen to 92Q in DC. So
right.
Local.
So it just brings back the question, like, do you prefer to be local? And it goes off. It goes back to artists. How a lot of these artists, rappers in particular. I'm not knocking you. Some, you know me, D. Some. How they always think local because I guess they're comfortable. The old cliche, I've been saying it all day, is step out on faith. Yes. You see what I'm saying? You have a gift. And especially if your gift is being heard. But if you're comfortable about your gift just being heard here in Baltimore, that's how far your reach is going to go. Right here in Baltimore. You need to not be scared. And I'm not saying this, I'm not begging, I'm not on my knees singing a sad song, but it's the truth. A lot of people, for instance, It Is What It Is radio, Charm City Direct Radio, Be Exposed Radio. What if we wake up one day and all of this has just said, you know what, forget the internet, we going to Sirius, or we going to satellite, we going to XM radio. See how many people that you reached out to said, oh man, y'all on satellite now. I want to do business with you. You see that? That fast. But while you're here on internet, I don't know. Yeah. But it's the same thing. The reach on XM is the same as the internet.
But just like we had the guy that came in, he knew nothing about what was going on. He just seen what events that was posted on Facebook, seen that we had an open house, and came right in here.
He just walked right in.
Yeah.
Like he saw, and that's another thing. You got to read. Come on, people. Wake up.
Reading is fundamental.
I love when you send out the post. Hey, come. It's this day, this time, at this place, and come out. I thought he was playing the flute.
Yeah.
Air instrument.
I didn't know if you want. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Right. I thought he was playing the flute.
Yeah, I didn't know what he was doing.
I thought he was on air guitar. Okay.
Yeah. Say, okay.
Yeah, crazy.
All right. Okay.
You sure you don't want this chair? Because I feel bad as a man.
That's my baby right there.
Uh-oh.
Shout out to my baby in the studio.
All right. I'll sit comfortably then.
Started to kick in. I'm sitting down.
I mean, as far as what you were saying, when you think pennies, you get pennies. Right. When you think dollars, you make dollars. Black people, look, we need to come together like two butt cheeks and be the shit. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
Give me some.
All 15%. Come together like two butt cheeks and be the shit.
Yes.
I like that. I never heard that before.
Come together like two butt cheeks and be the shizzles.
Yes. Because point blank, we got to stop chopping each other off at the legs.
Exactly.
You know, it's almost like I was watching this movie called Gang Tapes, and they was talking about how every time you see somebody moving up, it's like crabs in a barrel. You know, you always see that crab that's climbing up to the top, and then you always some crabs that's like grab his leg and pull him right back down. Like, come on, we gotta cut that out, man. But yet we want to complain about what the situation is, but ain't nobody coming up with no solutions, and ain't nobody working towards it.
I put out a post not too long ago about the comparison of, you ever notice that every neighborhood has that Korean store?
Mm-hmm.
So you take, for instance, that Korean store, and you have a black-owned establishment or a white-owned establishment. You go into that Korean store, and the prices are slightly high, but you pay it. You see what I'm saying? You walk down to the white establishment, you walk in, prices iffy, but you pay it. But that's as soon as you go into that black-owned store and the prices are moderate, competing with the white and the Japanese store, you have a fit.
Yeah.
Why? Because it's our color, and you feel as though that, why are the prices so high? The homeboy hookup.
Yep. I get tired of that.
Get it on the low. You see what I'm saying? I killed the homeboy hookup 4 years ago. Killed him. Shot him right in the head. Shot him in the head. The homeboy hookup.
Oh.
She looking at me like, oh, you killed somebody?
I hope we wouldn't say that on air.
No, but that's the mentality of our people.
You're right.
It's like, if I walk into your store, if you have a store, I'm almost looking at getting it for half off, and I'm going to heckle you until I get it. But did you heckle the Chinese person?
Nope.
Did you heckle the white man?
No.
Nope.
So if you didn't do that to them, why should I come into your establishment and try to heckle you and get it half off?
And you shouldn't.
That's how it
You're
is.
absolutely right. Being in the clothing business, I sell bags, handbags, jewelry, clothing, and a lot of custom made items. And some of the pieces that I have that I order from vendors, they have them in the mall. And I go out to the malls and I check the prices. I'm trying to beat the prices of the big competitors. And then when my customers come to me and I may cut it $5 cheaper, they're like, oh, well, this is $50 at the store. I'm like, yeah, it's $45 here. And you're not paying any taxes. What's the problem? I came up with something that someone told me a long time ago. I never really understood it until it really kind of kicked into me. All money is not good money. I learned to turn away a lot of people. I'll lose the customer because you're not respecting my business enough to just patronize me without wanting to hook up.
I like this one. You baking a cake for someone, you paying to get the cake made.
Right.
Okay. So you're paying to get that cake made. Okay. So you come back and say, can I pay you on my independence card, or can I buy the ingredients? Or you're trying to find a way to get it cheaper than what it already is.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So what is that? Pay me for making this goddamn cake.
Oh,
cupcakes.
Yeah. I always say, I mean, people come to me wanting stuff half price, or can I pay you later? Y'all don't go to Nordstrom's or no malls and buy nothing from these people without paying top dollar, or at least paying 98% of that price. But you want to come to a young black man's business, knowing that, we got kids, bills, and other things.
We have to eat as well.
Right.
Gotta wrap it up. Okay, I'm sorry. But yeah, man, we need to get out of that mind frame of trying to get stuff half off. Support us, help us out.
Let me help me to help you.
Help me. Exactly.
There you go. Be Exposed Radio, right here. Open house.
Open house.
It is
no
what
sangria.
It is radio.
We had the sangria last time.
Yeah. What happened to the sangria?
Where the sangria?
Let's keep those black dollars in the black community.
There you go.
If you stop spending money in the other communities, we would shut it down.
Literally.
Yeah.
Our dollars matter. We are liquid money to them. To them, we're dollar signs, nothing more. Once you realize that, bring that money home. Keep it in your community.
That's what's up.
Can't stress that enough.
You're right.
Where y'all at? Big Exposed Radio Open House is here. We doing it. We still need to see y'all. We're going to take this quick break. Coming back, another segment. Hey, tune in. Support.
Support.
We're rewarding you for something you already do, listening to us. It's Radio Loyalty, and it's an easy way for you to get free stuff. All you do is sign up. Go ahead and click the banner now. You'll earn points as you listen. Points you can trade in for great products and services in the Radio Loyalty store. You can earn even more points when you share your favorite station with friends on Facebook and Twitter. Radio Loyalty. It's free to sign up, so click the banner to join now.
What is hood respect? Family, life, work, love. We are all from the hood and we all want respect. That's why we wear Hood Respect. Available in men's, women's, and kids. For more information and ordering options, contact Instagram at Hood Respect, Facebook to Mel Martin Sr., and email at hoodrespect.tms71@gmail.com. The look you need is Hood Respect.
What is the radio show about? I know a lot of people are asking. And we want to make it clear that we are talking about the truth, and we're also giving a platform for folk to air their art, whether it's music or baking a cake, whatever it is that you do and you do well. As long as it's positive and we're talking about truth and we're coming up with solutions, which is also important, then that's what we're going to do. Wow. All right. So once again, welcome to Be Exposed Radio. Welcome to the Denasha Show.
You are true to yourself. You walk that, and you walk it with your head up, because yes, I have this gangster in me. I can do this. I will persevere. I will keep moving. We have Black women who are dealing with mental issues. We have Black women who are dealing with health issues. We have Black women who are dealing with self-esteem issues. We have Black women who are just dealing with issues, child. So as you try to figure out, why am I here? What's my purpose? And that can bring you down. And you have to find that, oh no, you gotta be gangster enough to say, oh no, boo-boo, not today. You will not get me. I am here. I can take a punch and keep it moving. But I can also give one. Don't get it twisted. And then go in and fix my makeup. Get the lip gloss popping, put the wrap on, and keep it moving. So that is that gangster goddess. That's where I find the balance. So you have to know when to bring it out, each side, because I can give it to you either way, because I am mother of truth. You're the unicorn, you're magical Negro, you're gangster goddess, and I am here. So thank you so much for your question. Feel free to text us again, and the number is 443-642-9403. But I hope we answered that for you.
For this and more, be sure to tune in to Gangsta Goddess Radio Show every Tuesday from 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock, right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to the Be Exposed Radio's open house. Here live on BeExposedRadio.com. In the building, we got all the personalities.
Everybody's here.
But you're not here. Why aren't you here? So get on down here. We got another hour or so to go. So we're down at 110 East Lexington Street, Suite 200.
Yep.
In the studio with me, I got Miss Emma Brown.
Hello.
As we were talking earlier, Kyle wrote a play called Midnight,
Mm-hmm.
and we're performing tonight.
That we are, which is why he called me Amma and not Big Mama Amma.
Right.
My stage name.
Really want Big Mama Amma in the playbill. So what we're going to do today is, or at this moment, we're going to read it. No, we're not going to read it. We're going to perform it. Dramatically.
Yes, I'm ready.
Kyle, are you listening?
Do we have crickets?
No, it should be a sound. It should be a sound cue. Maybe next time.
No, that definitely
No,
wasn't it.
that's really not. I don't know what that animal was.
Yeah, y'all
but
took the
that's not
crickets
what I
away.
was looking
We
for.
took the crickets out. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
we
cool.
got-
We can do it without it. It's cool. I'm good.
It was like a sound cue. Looking out sound box. Looking out sound box. I don't know what that means, but we got time. We got time. So we're reading the play called Midnight. I named my character Jermaine. Who is your character? What's your character name?
Catherine.
Catherine.
Because she crazy.
Because she crazy. She wear pearls and tennis shoes. at the same time. So we can start. I'll read the intro. A man sits in a park bench late one night. It's dark. The only light is from a moon. He appears to be waiting, but he's cautious. He sits and begins to check his phone. A woman in black walks up slowly, cautiously as well.
Excuse me.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to startle you.
It's okay, but what are you doing here and so late?
I was gonna ask you the same thing.
I'm waiting on someone.
So am I.
You're waiting for someone in the park this late?
Is that strange?
Yes.
Why? Wouldn't that make you strange too?
It's different for me.
Why? Because you're a man?
What does that have to do with anything?
I don't know. That's what my ex-husband used to say anytime I asked him why he did something. I'd say, why'd you do that? He'd say, because I'm a man.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That was the excuse he used when I caught him cheating on me. I said, how could you do something like that to me? He said, because I'm a man. That bastard didn't even show any remorse.
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
Yeah, men are supposed to be rough and tough and brave. And sure, they act like it, but they're not. You know what I see when I look at a man? I see bunnies. Soft little bunnies.
Wow, that's interesting. I never thought about it that way.
Well, that's because you're a man.
Right. Okay. So are you meeting your person right here? I mean, like right here in this very spot?
Yes.
What are the odds?
That would be meeting someone in the same spot, at the same time, in the exact same spot at the exact same time?
Yes.
Maybe we're meeting the same person.
Trust me, lady, we're not meeting the same person.
Oh, well, who are you meeting?
Do you really want to know?
Yes.
Okay, if I promise to tell you who I'm waiting for, will you find somewhere else to wait and leave me alone?
Well, I can promise to leave you alone, but I can't promise I'll find someplace else to wait.
God, why?
Well, how am I supposed to let the person that's coming to meet me know I won't be in the place that we discussed?
Call them.
Well, what if they don't have a cell phone?
Who doesn't have a phone nowadays?
I'm not saying they absolutely don't have a phone. I'm just saying, what if they don't?
Well, look, do they have a phone or not?
Yeah, they have a phone, but I'm sure they won't answer.
Why wouldn't they answer?
Because they never answer the phone.
Well, that's unfortunate, but I would really appreciate if you found somewhere else to wait.
I can't.
Jesus!
Why can't you contact your person and tell them to meet you someplace else?
I'm not doing that. Besides, this is the perfect place for us to meet.
Well, it is dark and secluded. Who are you meeting?
Why?
It's a man, isn't it?
Yes.
I knew it. I knew it. I could smell it on you. I hope you ain't think it was a secret.
I'm not in the closet.
Oh.
He is.
Oh.
Look, there you go. Look, you have your answer. Now, can you find somewhere else to wait? If he sees someone here, especially a woman, he'll just leave.
Please. I'm not going anywhere. Why should I mess up my plans so you can have your little sexcapade?
It's not a sexcapade. It's more than that. I'm actually in love.
Honey, love shouldn't have you sitting on a park bench freezing your balls off on a Thursday.
Who are you waiting for?
Nobody.
No one.
Nope. I just didn't have anything better to do.
Are you serious? So you just walked up to a total stranger in the middle of a park late at night because you had nothing else better to do? Nope. You're insane.
I could have been.
You are.
Oh, I could have been, but I'm not.
Why are you doing this?
I told you I don't have anything better to do.
He's going to leave because of you.
Please, he is not coming.
What do you mean? Who are you? Do you know him?
No, just familiar with the way men operate, even the gay ones.
What are you talking about?
How long have you been sitting here?
Not long.
You a lie. What time was he supposed to meet you? What, 11:30? I rolled up on you at 10 minutes after 12. You've been sitting here almost, he's had you waiting almost 45 minutes.
How do you know what time we were supposed to meet?
I told you. I know how men operate.
Are you his wife?
He's married?
I don't know. He won't tell me.
He won't tell you whether or not he's married. He stood you up on a park bench, but you're in love.
Well,
you've never even met him before, have you? This is supposed to be the first night.
Sounds stupid.
Very.
Oh God!
Oh, don't cry. Here. It's okay. Yeah. You all right?
Yes, I actually feel much better.
Good. Sometimes crying does the trick. It's really hard when you love a man and you find out that he doesn't love you back.
Yes, it does.
You're just like my brother.
Where is he now?
He's dead.
I'm sorry.
I'm okay.
How did he die?
Suicide.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I had a brother like you. He was too trusting. He fell in love and he had his heart broken many times. And he could never understand what was so uncaptivating about himself. And I spent days telling him what a wonderful person he was, and that someday he was gonna make someone the perfect mate. I even went so far as to set him up on dates, and he would never go, always afraid that someone wouldn't like him enough. They would be not give him a chance. They'd be repulsed by him as soon as they saw him and leave. And then one day he met a man online. And he spent hours telling me how sophisticated and charming and wonderful this man was. And there was something about him that was just so alluring. My brother couldn't let it go. And they were so in love for 6 months. And then all of a sudden, one day, this man just decided my brother wasn't good enough for him. Can you believe that? My brother, the kindest, sweetest, most caring person on the planet, not good enough for this useless bum. I'm sorry. I get emotional when I talk about it, but anybody would if they walked in on him with a needle shoved up his arm and an empty bottle of aspirin.
Oh, wow. You know, we seem to be the same age, but you've been through so much already. And you seem so
much older than I actually am. I get that a lot.
I wish I could call him.
Well, why can't you? You have his number?
Yeah, but he told me he made a mistake in giving it to me. He made me promise that I would never call him. He said if I ever did that to him, he would change his number and stop calling me.
Man, he had you by the balls. He stood you up on a park bench. He never called you. He forbade you to call him. But you're in love. Now, what kind of shit is that?
I feel so stupid.
Well, don't feel stupid. Call him and give him a piece of your mind. It'll make you feel better.
I don't feel like it. He probably won't answer anyway. I'm getting really, really, really tired for some reason.
Probably because it's after midnight. And you've been sitting out here freezing your balls off, waiting on him. He owes you an explanation.
You may be right, but I don't.
What?
I'm getting a little woozy.
Bullshit.
I feel like I could fall asleep right on this bench.
Give me your phone. He owes you an explanation.
Please.
Phone. What's his name?
Eddie.
Eddie, let's call Eddie. You don't pay attention, do you? Now, I told you I'd be wearing a black tank top. Surprise. It's me, baby. No. Don't worry about getting up. So that tissue I gave you was coated in antihistamines and a mix of neuromuscular blockers. First, it makes you sleepy. And then you can't move. And now I've got you right where I want you. You're in kind of a daze right now. You don't know whether this is reality or not. It is. You understand what's happening? Have you figured it out yet? Why won't you answer me? You can't. Oh, I wonder what my brother would, how he would feel if he knew that I met his one true love in the park after midnight. I wonder how he would feel if he knew I'd paralyzed that man. I wonder what he'd say if he knew what I was going to do to the only man he ever really loved. Did I ever tell you I was in medical school? Just for a little while. I got kicked out because I got into an altercation with my professor. See, he was going to fail me. And I threatened to cut his balls off. Now, I always wanted to know what that felt like, to cut off somebody's balls. I like to experiment. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow. I got a napkin. It's a long ass mother.
It really is. It feels like it goes on forever.
Kyle, aka August Wilson, wrote this awesome play.
It's so good. Because it's such a good monologue. There's so much she has to get it out. She's the villain and she's monologuing and she's got to take her time with it.
And she is backlogging like a mother on this play. So we're going to take a quick break. We're going to get some more readings in. Monny is getting into the idea of reading.
Yeah.
So he's really liking this gentleman who wrote these awesome books, these erotica. This is erotica literature, if you will. Oh, and look who came in the building.
I dabble.
He got some new shades so we can actually see ourselves.
Yes.
In the shades. Okay. Okay, for payday. All right. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back here on Be Exposed Radio's Open House Edition, 110 East Lexington Street. You only got a couple more minutes, and we only got a couple more sandwiches left. So, I mean, do what you do. We out. He was waiting for you.
Are you thinking about getting your GED diploma? Well, here at the GED Pep Talk Center, we've got a number of pep talks that can motivate you.
Sometimes things don't always turn out the way you want them to.
You know that feeling? People look at you and don't believe in you.
You want some gentle encouragement. Then you're on your way to your GED diploma and a better life.
But I know they're probably just a little bit nervous. You can find it in yourself to take that first step.
You can improve your future. You can do this. I know you can. You need to start pushing yourself. Now get your game face on and take the first step towards a better life. Hurry up. Don't make me repeat myself.
Whatever level of motivation you need to get your GED diploma, we've got a pep talk that's right for you. Call 1-877-38-YOUR-GED or visit yourged.org for your pep talk and find free GED classes in your area. GED is a registered trademark of the American Council on Education, brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
When you were a little kid and you thought about what you wanted to be, teaching was at the top of your list. But things changed. And as you got older, teaching didn't seem like the best option anymore. So you're thinking you'll be something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Now you want to be a doctor. You don't think teachers save lives? 25 at a time. An actress? Try playing a different role every time the bell rings. How about a scientist? Ever heard of physics? Chemistry? Who do you think teaches that? Teachers today are breaking down obstacles, finding innovative ways to instill old lessons, and taking learning far beyond the four walls of the classroom. It's time to recognize that great things are happening in teaching and put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Find out how you can make more at teach.org. Make more. Teach. Brought to you by Teach and the Ad Council.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
This message is for all of you sitting in the passenger seat. And apologies.
When you were a little kid and you thought about what you wanted to be, teaching was at the top of your list. But things changed. And as you got older, teaching didn't seem like the best option anymore. So you're thinking you'll be something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Now you want to be a doctor. You don't think teachers save lives? 25 at a time. An actress? Try playing a different role every time the bell rings. How about a scientist? Ever heard of physics? Chemistry? Who do you think teaches that? Teachers today are breaking down obstacles, finding innovative ways to instill old lessons, and taking learning far beyond the four walls of the classroom. It's time to recognize that great things are happening in teaching and put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Find out how you can make more at teach.org. Make more. Teach. Brought to you by Teach and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back.
Usually. Not always, but usually. It's the open house. Fix my clothes. You like that? You like that? Oh, sorry.
We're not on shade.
We're
not on.
Yeah, well, I see that. We're not on. It's on now. That's on. The YouTube. Oh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Are you coming in for the read?
You gotta read
Okay.
some.
All right, we're coming back for the second part of chapter. What was this? 3?
Chapter 11.
Chapter 3, Le Rendezvous. I Need You Too.
Oh, snap. I like the cover.
You didn't hear the first part?
So can I get a summary of the first
No,
segment?
So far,
right
they're on the steps and they're in the midst of getting ready to have sex.
Ooh,
And
the right
Yes, Lord.
Okay.
I'm pretty sexually frustrated myself. So let's listen.
He just arrived at her house. You're right. She had said I was going to be burping if I just tried to talk on the radio. He just arrived at her house. She answered the door in a towel. He took the towel off, carried her basically, I guess, halfway up the steps. You'll see when I start to read the next part. Halfway up the steps, at the top of the steps, they started taking their clothes off.
He had already took the towel off.
Yeah, take her towel off, and she was taking his shirt and stuff off and getting ready to get to the do. At this point, he's kissing on her. What did he call it?
Her tree. He was at the tree.
Her freshly showered outer lips.
Woohoo! Yeah, he was. Yeah, because they was just as soft as the lips on her face.
Yeah, they're just as soft and full as her facial lips. He used facial on me.
Those are good.
Scrumptious. So at this point, she done grabbed his manhood, through his pants, because now she had to undo his pants. They fell to his ankle.
No, you gotta finish reading.
I just wanted to catch them up.
Don't rush.
She grabbed it gently. She said he said he began throbbing with excitement and a quiver. So this is where we pick up.
Okay.
She grabs the bottom of my boxers, sliding them down my legs. Quickly and slowly wraps her lips around the head of my penis. I'm so pleased that it takes all of my strength not to bust. My eyes and teeth are clenched tightly in my face as I face the ceiling. One hand on the wall, feeling like I could push a hole through it. Other than wrapped firmly around the banister, ready to rip it down, Lovely looks up at me the entire time, feeding off my facial expressions as she begins to pleasure me. A few moments later, she rises, so I quickly pick her up once again. Gosh, he's doing a lot of weightlifting in this. Beginning to trek up the stairs to the bedroom. Candlelight and incense illuminate the room. That's a forest fire waiting to happen. As Aaron Hall's Truth plays in the background, I lay her on the bed of black silk sheets as she watch as she squirms around anxiously waiting for daddy. We hold each other tightly as I thrust my massive cock in and out of her punani. Holding hands as I continually hit her deep spot, I reach down and place the back of her knees in my armpits. I begin working my love thing around. She holds the poles of iron and her headboard tightly. Lovely, while squealing and moaning the whole time, drops a tear that cuts right through the sweat upon her face. I notice and asked her in concerned voice, "Baby, are you all right? Are you okay? Do you need a paramedic?"
Oh no, see, I'm over it. I can't take it no more. Quit. I'm trying to give pause. Is it time for a break yet? I can't take this.
It's on the floor.
He had to come
behind
in
the computer.
And get that vibe. He had to come in here and feel it. He was hearing it. See?
Wow. She's like, "Baby, are you all right? Do you need a paramedic? Okay. Can you breathe?"
We might really need one.
Oh yeah, baby,
I'm
don't
certified
stop.
too, so.
I happily oblige. Just when our bodies sweat and emotions become one, we both climax in a beautiful display of orgasmic harmony. My low tones and her high breathless squeals. His low tones is like this. Her high tones is like this. Combined to create a sort of sexual opera.
Wait a minute.
So how would that be? Like, that's a mess. We both lay flat on the bed, I on my stomach, and she on her back, hot, sweaty, and exhausted, but most of all satisfied.
Okay.
Apparently. I began slowly massaging her precious center. I know she was like, "Come on," and kissing her on her neck, shoulders, and cheek. She rubs my behind and plays in my hair for a while. How long is your hair?
Wait a minute. Was she playing in the hair?
Okay, because that was a bit.
She rubs my behind and plays in my hair for a while.
Okay.
Then we both fall asleep.
This book just took another turn.
It really did.
Nobody was hungry.
His butt got an afro. Like
No, I will not picture that. Take me back.
Gross.
Take me back a page.
Woo.
D, you trying?
Why would you end like that?
Yes.
That's-
Why would
that's
that
how
end
the-
like that?
That's how the chapter ends. It was a chapter on
But why
them
would it
having
end?
sex.
See,
I don't understand that.
That's what.
I wonder if they did it again. Breakfast for One, chapter 4. Awaken earlier than lovely the next morning. He was snooping. He was going through her stuff. I take a shower, then head downstairs. At the bottom of the staircase, I spot my boxers.
He spot his boxes at the bottom of the staircase.
When they was on the steps, because he ate her out on the steps.
But but remember when they got to the top of the steps, she had grabbed it through his.
Yes.
Right.
And then
she
took him down.
pulled him down to his ankles, and he must have kicked him down the
But
steps.
they was already upstairs.
No, they was in the mid.
So they
because-
was like on the steps. So he
But
took him on his ankle
Yeah,
and
because
kicked him down
he says
the
a
steps.
few moments later she rises, so I pick her up once again, beginning to trek up the staircase.
Oh, okay.
So they was like in the middle. Oh, well, we got to go to break. So maybe another one in hour 5.
Hey.
Another read. I don't know.
In the forest, can you see this? And this.